My name's Tim Armstrong. I'm a volunteer with Worcester Food Not Bombs.
What is that?
Food Not Bombs is a national movement of independent groups that serve free vegetarian meals to anyone who wants or needs it.
So how is that determined?
2 points. I'm sorry?
How is that determined who needs it?
Oh, we just serve them in public. So anyone who comes by who needs a meal or wants a meal can. There's chapters nationwide. It actually started in Cambridge, and there are chapters in Boston that are quite active.
How long has the organization been around for?
Nationally, there's been Food Not Bombs since about 1982. The Worcester chapter is relatively new. It's been around for about the last 4 months. We've gotten recently into some legal hassles with the city, and several of us are being taken to court.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
The police come and they don't know what you're serving them, and
Yeah.
Is that what's going to happen?
It's happened in it happened briefly in Boston. It's happened for years in San Francisco, and finally the police gave up prosecuting. But in San Francisco there were thousands of arrests. We're not expecting that yet, but could.
And do a lot of people take advantage of it?
We have, it varies, I think, on the time of the month, the weather, but we have anywhere from 30 to 100 people who come to each serving. We serve once a week. We're going to start a second serving in about a month. And there's a lot of food, and there's a lot of people who need it. We're slowly building up the volunteers to do more and more meals.
And how can we get involved?
It's easy. The easiest way is to just come down on Saturday to the Worcester Common from 1 to 3. Just talk to people, and that's probably the quickest, safest way to get involved.
Okay. Do you have a lot of people now? No.
I'm sorry?
Do you have a lot of people now?
Who volunteer? Yeah, we have about a dozen regular volunteers with the group now, and it's growing slowly, definitely.
So do you come to shows often?
We've been coming to these shows more often to kind of spread the word about the group, particularly with the court case coming up. We're trying to build support for the group, and definitely younger people who come to these shows is one of our bigger constituencies of potential volunteers. So yeah, we have a couple benefit shows coming up at the space. The first real benefit show is November 1st, and that's going to feature a lot of the bands that we're playing tonight. And then Keith McHenry, one of the founders of Food Not Bombs, is going to come with 4 Spanish anarchists on the 11th to talk about some international issues, but also talk a little bit about our case and give more of a national history of what's been going on with Food Not Bombs. And so, yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff in conjunction with the space. Since the space is a not-for-profit volunteer group, they're really supportive, and Worcester's not that big a place, we all know each other, so, yeah.
My name is Wendy, and we're at the space, and there's a special event happening tonight, and I have the 2 people here that are going to put on the event. Can you just say your name?
Samia.
And Jeremy.
And where are you guys from?
Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester.
And how long have you guys thought of this idea or worked on it?
Well, we knew that it was a space benefit, and we wanted to create more of like a festival type feeling, and we thought, well, there was an incident that happened at the space about like 4 weeks ago where a girl was beaten, I guess. She was thrown on the ground and like spit on, and so we felt that was an important issue to address, and we just came up with the idea to do it. Like, we think that shows can be pretty boring, just like hardcore, and well, bands playing. Oh, I'm bad at this, sorry. And so it would brighten the show and say what we had to say.
That's great. Can you explain a little bit what's going to happen, what's going to go on in front of the stage?
Mostly we're going to be I'm going to be standing there like I'm a member of the crowd, and she's going to come up to us, talk to me, and we're going to have an argument that's going to escalate into a physical confrontation. I'm going to throw her to the ground at the end of the song, and they're going to put a sheet over her with a sign that says "dead." The song that we're going to be doing it during is about domestic violence, and Bane. The song's Forked Tongue, and we'll get up after the song is over, and we have a few things we're going to say, and the lead singer from the band is going to say something about his song, and then and that's it.
Also, the song is about sitting back and not doing anything, just watching it happen. And domestic violence is kept really silent, whether it touches you indirectly or directly all the time. It's in your face all the time, but nobody says anything about it or does anything about it. And this space is more than just shows to us. It's a place of like art, music, life, everything that happens, you know, not just shows.
Yeah. And it sounds like domestic violence or some kind of violence entered a space where you felt safe. And I think it's really cool that you guys are taking a proactive step in saying that this isn't okay. So do people know about this, that this is going to happen, or are you winging it and seeing what happens? Or
I think it'd be interesting to see people's reactions. It'd be more lifelike. And so we told the band, and a lot of people here at the show know that it's going to be happening, but we're not making it known to everybody. They'll just see it and see. We want to see what they'll do.
what do you think will happen?
Either they might try to stop it, break it up, which hopefully doesn't happen, and we have people that will be like, just let them do this. You know, it's okay, it's okay. Because we don't want anybody to get hurt, you know.
Right. I mean, it'll be interesting if people do try to break it up, because then they're taking a proactive stance as well. But
Right.
It is just a skit. Are you guys going to take this skit to other places?
No, I think it's just a one-time thing, just for the show. But we'll be doing other skits here for other shows and everything.
Hopefully we'll be starting a women's group at Firecracker, which is a bookstore located here. It's a nonprofit, volunteer-run bookstore, and I want to do more action involving domestic violence and just issues like that.
Great. Well, this is a great place to start because you're going to reach a lot of people.